Good afternoon, distinguished colleagues. Today I'm going to give a press briefing regarding the incident occurred in the Malaysian International Airport on the 2017 February 13. Number one, the situation development. And as you know, TPRK delegation arrived on the 28th of February. It is a high-level delegation with the purpose of settling humanitarian issues. Since the arrival of the delegation in Malaysia, it held meetings with related cabinet members to settle the humanitarian issue. In particular, the question of the return of the body of the deceased TPRK citizen to home country, release of the TPRK citizen arrested, and the discussion of development of friendly relations between TPRK and Malaysia. And the first meeting we held so far was open-hearted, with the exchange of views, ideas each other towards the settlement of the issue. And TPRK delegation raised some more questions and requests to have a meeting with the other related government bodies for the settlement of the issue. At the same time, the delegation made a request to have a look at the body of the deceased, to identify the body, and to have a meeting with the man arrested, TPRK citizen, and also to have a meeting with two foreign ladies who were arrested as suspects. And we are waiting for these meetings to be realized. The TPRK delegation came a long way in view of the nature of this incident, because this is involving the TPRK citizen, and also in view of the request by Malaysian side for close cooperation regarding the incident. The TPRK delegation is fully committed to settle the related issues in line with the friendly relations development. And TPRK request is simple, that is the return of the deceased body of the TPRK citizen as soon as possible. Number two, the question of the cause for the disease, for the cause of the death of the deceased. According to the information we have, Kim Chol has health problems. He has a record of myocardial infarction disease, in other words, heart disease, and he from time to time had treatment while being hospitalized. And in normal condition, he cannot travel without the medicines to cure the heart disease in case. And there was announcement by the Public Health Ministry sources of Malaysia while going through and conducting the post-mortem examination. There were belongings with the medicines related to the disease of diabetes and the heart diseases and high blood pressure. And they came to conclude he is not in a position, according to health, to have travel without medicine. Therefore, this is a strong indication that the cause of the death is the heart attack, for the first time, as soon as it occurred, concluded by the Malaysian Public Health Ministry. And number three, the question of the use of chemical material, what is called the VOEX. Yoon Byung-se, South Korean Foreign Minister, went as far as make great allegations with great lies. DPRK made use of chemical weapons while traveling to Geneva and attending Conference on Disarmament just 2 days ago, with no ground at all. This is not a simple issue. There is an issue to be considered and looked at and studied very carefully. This is a very sensitive issue. When we come to the issue of use of chemical materials, and in this case, VX is categorized as a chemical weapon by OECW, Organization of Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. It was the South Korea, as soon as it occurred, came to point to the DPRK, insisting DPRK sent to Malaysia 2 female agents from reconnaissance agency of the DPRK with toxic material to be used against the victim. Then there is a question, and international chemical experts are raising great questions regarding this issue, while the victim died instantly after being applied on the face. How is it possible 2 female ladies who used the bare hand to contain the material and apply it to the face of the victim, that the 2 ladies survived? How is it possible? Why? There were tens of thousands of overcrowded passengers in the international airport. There's no single person or passenger who got contaminated or affected. While there were tens of hundreds of people, policemen, nurses, doctors, while the deceased being escorted up to the hospital, post-mortem examination, how is it possible that no single police, no single man was affected with this very toxic material? And everybody knows and should know the nature of the toxic nature of this material. This is extremely toxic. That's why it was categorized as a chemical weapon by OPCW. And this has a great penetration power instantly as soon as it is come to contact with the body and come to the air. And instantly man is doomed to die, whoever who is come to contact. And out of all the questions being raised by international chemical experts unanimously, the greatest question is again the question of the 2 ladies. They are the ones who directly contained the liquid on their palms of the hands to apply to the face. They are the first ones to have the contact with this material. While the victim died, how did they survive? This is international chemical experts' question being raised unanimously. International community should answer this question. And there is another unanimous request by chemical experts internationally, that in case it is true that it was used, then the samples should be sent to office of OPCW. And in case it is approved by the 2 separate international laboratories with the same conclusion, then they should come to identify who is the one who made it, who is the one who brought into Malaysia, who is the one who passed on this material to the 2 female ladies. And there is a question of another South Korean authorities. Why South Korea is trying so hard with great interest in this instance? They have a great political interest to misuse it, and they have a great political crisis inside South Korea, and they need a great instant to divert people's attention. And there are instances which are telling that 2 ladies who were arrested on suspicion made several times traveling to Seoul, South Korea before this incident occurred. And one comes to ask the question, how South Korean authorities come to know from the beginning of this incident about alleging about the use of chemical weapons from the beginning. Even the DPRK had no idea on the first day of the announcement of the report, but South Korean authorities came to announce on the very same day when this occurred. It means they knew this incident from the beginning, and far long time ago they already knew this incident will occur. And this also should be answered by international community. I thank you very much.